Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'm going to explain exactly why this story, why these events shed light upon the deception going on in American politics today. MSNBC, Ray Epps says he'll be charged for January, further dampening Fox News theory. Now, the hilarious thing is that it does not dampen any theory. There is no specific categorical statement on who this man allegedly worked for, whether he worked for this agency or that agency. There's no evidence that he was paid by there's no evidence that Ray Epps was paid by any government agency. In fact, you're probably going to get government agencies testifying on the behalf of Mr. Epps against Fox News. He will likely win hundreds of millions of dollars because he will have 20, 30 government officials saying, "We never paid him. We don't even know who this man is." And then Fox News will settle. The problem for MSNBC is they spent a year and a half, close to 2 years. The problem for Democrats is they spent close to 2 years saying this man did nothing wrong. He was not trying to overthrow the government. He was not trying to incite or get people to commit crimes. He was not trying to compel anyone to do anything. He used the word peaceful. Well, Trump used the word peaceful also. I guess if one person uses the word peaceful, that means a lot more than if Trump uses. Another person uses the word peaceful, then Trump uses the word peacefully, and it's, completely different reaction from the morally superior among us. But anyway, the problem is that nothing adds up. There's a word that Democrats and media and the wonderful morally superior liberal Democrats don't know when it comes to, they don't utilize, or they don't have a definition for it when it comes to things that don't add up, that benefit them politically. It's called suspicion. They're not suspicious of Biden or Hunter or substances found in the White House or a laptop with incriminating emails or money flow or hundreds of millions of dollars from people around the world, corporations around the world, into bank accounts run by Hunter and Joe and people around them. They're not suspicious. They don't have distrust. They're not, they don't think there's anything wrong with a foundation from Bill and Hillary that just happens, just like the Bidens, to get money from everywhere on the planet. And, coincidentally, beneficial treatment takes place for the people that gave the money, or the corporations, or the individuals, or the countries. There's no suspicion. When things don't add up, and the things that don't add up are the corruption amount to the corruption within the Democratic Party, nobody bats an eye on the left. If something happens in the farthest reaches of the universe, it's Trump's fault. We have to investigate. So with Trump, they will accuse based on a hunch, confidence level. So the government will start the conspiratorial theory about Trump. It will then be replayed endlessly for 7 years by the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, and CNN. When Trump sues and says, hey, defamation, they say, well, this is a government. It was legitimate news. It was from the government. It was intel agencies. Okay? When you have a person like this gentleman who is suing Fox for defamation, clearly engaging in behavior that any other person would have been imprisoned for. Okay? According to everyone watching, or most people, or a great many people watching. And he's treated differently. When Hunter or when Hillary is treated differently from Trump, having servers siphoning classified data. Servers siphoning classified data. And Trump gets the book thrown at him for boxes as a former president with the power to declassify. Things don't add up. There is suspicion. There is distrust, disbelief. People are incredulous. So it's a battle for emotion. And here, the revelation surfaces in a new defamation suit against the network for airing allegedly false claims that the Trump supporter was actually undercover. Okay, there's no evidence other than his behavior, to say that he was an undercover agent of any organization. That doesn't mean that things add up. That doesn't mean you just see, again, I'm not like Republican, Democrat. I'm conservative on a lot more things now. I like Trump because we had record low poverty. There was a video of a black man wearing a Trump hat and another person going up to him, individual that let's say looks like Joe Biden, younger man, going up to him and taking the hat, flipping the hat off, and before that, the individual, the angry, wonderful, morally superior, likely liberal Democrat said, "What did he do for us? What did Trump do for us? Record low poverty, record highs in household median income, Doha Agreement that brought Americans out of the longest-running counterinsurgency conflict, got Americans out of Syria, first president to step foot in North Korea to begin a détente between the North and South Korea, tried to create peace around the world. Record highs in household median income for every demographic group in this country. Even like, you look at education levels, people who didn't graduate high school, their incomes were the highest ever in 2019. Tried to make the border safer, so less people lost their lives crossing, which Democrats don't care about. But of course, they pontificate about everything, and things get worse. People suffer more people lose their lives. More people lost their lives the first year of Biden's administration from you know what. So hit subscribe to this channel right now. They say, oh, Trump. You don't like Trump because you are, like, if you don't like his policies, that's one thing. Fine, great, I respect you. His policies led to a great economy and a great foreign policy. Categorically, there's no rebuttal to that. We're 90 seconds to midnight, according to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. People are openly talking about the possibility of nuclear annihilation, and they don't care. And it's like, it's just, business as usual. As long as Trump isn't mean, George W. Bush has been rehabilitated. Now, he's now respected by the same liberals who think that they're anti-war. It's completely topsy-turvy. It's like Bizarro World. But people care more about their sensibilities than they do about record highs in household median income. People care about their sensibilities more so than poverty rates. And so you have a situation where this man is being charged because he engaged in similar behavior, some would say even more egregious behavior, than even people who were charged for lesser offenses, according to videos, according to many who have looked at the aggregate. Okay, why are there people in prison right now, jail, who have done less than what this man allegedly did? And so it actually bolsters all the claims made. Eventually, the Justice Department, for public relations purposes likely, had to go ahead because there's too much evidence showing he behaved, this man, in a bizarre manner. Okay. So, of course, MSNBC and others this would obviously be an unwelcome development for Epps, but also for the dubious theory pushed by ex-Fox News host Tucker Carlson that prompted. The dubious theory is nothing. I can't speak for Tucker Carlson. I don't know if I saw I don't know if I remember the entire video. Any categorical claim about Ray Epps does not have evidence right now to back it up. It is logical and rational to be suspicious of things that don't add up. Okay? If you saw your car not in your driveway and then, somebody you knew was driving it 2 weeks later, you might say that person you knew took your car. You didn't see the person take your car, but you would be suspicious. It's called an emotion that smart people have unless you're completely gullible and naive and you're a fool. So, can you say categorically that Ray Epps committed crimes at the behest of the Democratic Party? No! Can you say categorically that he was paid by anyone? No! Can you make any specific claim about this man that has to do with him being a government agent? No! There's no evidence at this point. Is it very suspicious? Yes. You would have to be a fool or a wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrat, impervious to the truth or to, anything that doesn't make sense, that hurts their political side, to just simply think this is normal. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel.